Welcome to the first Northern Road Link virtual open house. We will start things off by giving an overview presentation on the project and the environmental assessment terms of reference. I should note that this video will also be made available on the project website, that's northernroadlink.ca. As well, an OG Cree translation of this presentation will be made on the website and available on the website later this afternoon. During and after the presentation, please call or text us at 1-844-424-0500 with your comments or questions. We're going to play the presentation now, and we'll come back, and we look forward to your comments and questions. Thank you.
Bonjour, Gabis and the Make Open House number 1. Northern Link Road Link Project. Okay, that's the Northern Link Road Project. He does in terms of reference. Me guys got he when we nakki again no got those got when you map yards when you get the yards what and when you got there. What's wishing I am in good doing. Map be das indigenous and my Belkong info@northernlinkroad.ca. Get my jig done 1-888-515-3607. These regatas negade como que non come che dice che o che ma kana de che doi no ne ska che va vinda che non den che va vinda che non den kan ni bide biga dening mi e das negade project overview e kan no gato negade che in seconda cosa ci biga degen e c'è cosa come me come no organic gemakan ke dos bigan yo kino singapi api kino e ga kintano ma be obkung isai ma ke chicken me ko ani do ga ismat se go ga do ga dek Martin Falls in Webke, can snap a to Shikanan. Come with the Megat Gednan, going to Gonjina Damakade. You can Sogamak Kanagma or New Java Tunnel when you got the march. Well, it's 2018 Martin Falls is Nandabandana Danagaki, Nandikan the Mod, Mikana Mo, and you not the one guys dodge. She got we just say got to the mods he mamo biok giving the mon the steam off and giving the magwan sunny any negatives thought bangi and it's cousins then mods in on that jihad again majigi se segeban mi on segi Northern Link Road. In the Shimake March 2020, okay, Oshibio Zog Ontario, Martin Falls, Webque, when a Nakadamani with Nakidama Dodge. Which means no government to make he down in Indonesian the Chicaning or Shigadegan, Webque and Martin Falls. Okay, Macana Gimanakin, Nigani Bigazo Gagets, who are Dagoya, Ya community, Snabegas Dawaji Manake. Yagan Chianaga Nijin, Shibigazo me now, with Nakimi Dodge, working group members. Ingmadis pino naji maniki mino strategic level kade again mino again magawaj bigajat mino naji technical level migena gaga another kandigat gana migena gana bena kit tamaj SCN Lavalin and Dillon matchup naji ajbigade operational level migena mam onigena kewid na kimidaj when the kasketaj gistad when nand kenjigene mino the preliminary level study area. Me voy isidago kimaneke and kenjigeno we abete maneke nishinda jikenyo is not kenjigad Martin Falls Access Road and Webquay Supply Road. I mean, Chimag is Dagamaked Webquay no ring of fire. Again, Shima and Minago Keged and Kenjigadek, Matamon, Natamokan, 155 kilometers. Gravel road. He does Kebasku yards, 60 meters. The Basque York. And the show Miami, we should book 11 meters in Azimatamuk. He just came to Mishadoni Ganiza the Mokman Ganizibiok. It's his basic river, Mishayma Manikimaji, Bridge Gage Ostigadik, and Zanik Kenjagadik. Ninas Kawi Sagan Manake Nandikan Awards, and the Nyong is Yak, and there's Astingon Nagan Gajuga Wagonage. Matamonin, Najinaga Dekin Megajis Chagagan, and the Yajish Gods, Megaj Dongads, in his Dawajag, Nakinaganik. We just say preliminary engineering considerations in Academino. Yeah, and the Minas Keg is on Abens mods and the is not the kind of mods again at the mook. It's not the kind of mods in the Sene, Gatodano in the Minashik. He just teaches the Chiminatamok again, and Kiadonga and the mock. He does an ingepi tag and Minogake Epichibizoya and in the Skazibab, Castrad again and Inge Cogan. You never scan the Kenzigaja or Kendano and in Miami is now thinking in vertical alignment, horizontal alignment, Kajadik, me here. And Yanis Nago Kakani Natamok, and the Gondagan deck, and just Chigadek. It's 10. Your map got this cause we got dig away. With 10 on the way. Right side the gama Kimazang Gamazaki deck. Tawana Nena Shigayagi purple as now Martin Falls, Migan Kinogan the Kedawaji and Martin Falls Community Access Roads in the Kade. Getting it Shimak Miskubiga deck. Tawana me in Webquay Supply Road, guys, Megotki, got the mods. Meet Chicken down here and Northern Lake Road. His niece is like a tamak, and niece in God automobiles, Kenan, Dashi. Engagement in consultation purposes. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 마지나 시행다가는 도지가 돼 왜 주인도 마고액 다와는 가야긴 좋아인도 마고액 그랬긴 집이 저지 주인도 마고액 이다스 미나되기 도지가 돼마 얘기나 짓겠는 헷갈리는 도지가 돼 이다스 게 뭐게 니마지노 인도 마고액 안에 비스카마가 깨곤 이게 다시 개인가 이제 저저 그만한 게 공가시가 나와도 뭐지만 이렇게 느끼는 게 노즈가 되긴. 미워게 노즈가 되긴 no engagement in consultation objectives. The consultation efforts 이가지가 되긴 지금 개인도 말고 기non 스나백 아니 이게 지 마무리 뭐인도 말고 cái nó cái đích cái đó nó mà này chụp cái này cái mà này cái environmental system cái đó cái đích in das skin snabe cái đó mà nên so đáp cái cái đích nó mà này cái này cái mà Northern Link project team North Falls when we quay 이거 마지 이거 내다 너 지만 못기가 돼 여기 너 여기 너 주인도 말고 간이 너게 니 세게 니 비스감 갖고 가로지가 돼 미소의 힘이너 engagement and consultation and principles 미니년에 가지고 와 있는 게 미너 미네는 내가 이베데비가 되긴 미네는 기차가 듣기도 나가기 언제 아버지가 되니만 이렇게 괜찮아 되긴 내가 이베데비가 되긴 이네고에 원하니마 미의 engagement and consultation treaty approach 미의 아버지가 돼 아버지 도저히 니신다원은 이건 때문에 해가 아버지 해가 가서 와야 아비가 돼 미게나게 나되게 니신이랑 다원은 이만하게 위나게 그냥 다원은 이게 나다 다시 껴지 이제 미나야 아니 내가 이제 कसको हज मिना चाबत गया ये है ये कहते मोई ना है इनको ये कहते कहते मार ना है गाजी कहते मार हज मिना दस अगर जी ही है मिगे ना किन यार गाजी चुई दिगा जा देगी दस गाजी इतने किमिदान होंगे कहना que mawen ya que sugo ya tawen ni mate de bai ani ne gi gi ju na kimin danon chikas ki chiga de ko ke kino engagement and consultation spino mutuin jiga de ni to ani no ge ginje chiga de ga manji to jiga de when biga deni George dojiga de go he we me got we got business me ko ga ba win dang me no go si go ga ji se dojiga de sa go ji go ma king biabekon newspaper inge das biabekon et tagi se me got kan sim we me got in de dojiga de sin 지기 저징 다wen은 이 COVID-19 캐나다에 매가 가인 커뮤니티 미팅스 또 제가 되었진 뭐겠다 먼저 논다노 개마 먼저 마자테스고 저와인다 뭐자니는 이 것이거든이 그나껴지 반마드 세트 대저 얘는 내년 다wen은 밖에 나가냐 지게 지기 저지 지긴데 보아인다 말고 What's been slide 17, 16. Project project right holders and stakeholders. Nino nigata sibigado nino tawanan wani nigenyok kewin tamagan heads wani kepin saji wani keji win tamagan ato ani pitnik kichigade egani no endo chigade migenyok ketupai genaga sibigazot it's no mino kotagyo genyok gehak tawanin sanga ginoma besens nakan greenstone Jotin getnes kade nakina en pekolek solkad nakan nenyon ya getskin ya mimana kya bis matamok bisno inigo yagwen abet stogen nakan ga andokyad kaganon zekyad manat gad ogak sigogo wasnik yad mimawi noj bin syad me capacity opportunities. Kasi bigade ko what's damago magatani ke panomagak. Ke panomagak. Migan jikkenemak. Yan jikkenemak It's natte ginan aikega jigadik imi enjikadik indigenous knowledge. It's ge do maja magani devi gadagin check the make ninyan the community consultation coordinators. Migen again genakita maj ninyan jmoja gen maj bishin gama sto do wanen kema we pagidamanju ijado. In spin-off field studies in Kade, Manake, Kapan, Nandova, the Moja, the Ganina Damok. Minake, Nino Nandi Kenjin and Zabuan at the banana, Tanuinjad, and Egan in means where we have those got the way Mino Skakyok, we know Skakyok. Can social culture studies in Kade in the be in the way one and go Kinozek, the cognitive kind of gain. Environmental assessment Kajadik me iye gajade nizo sales ne numa iye inigo kendeme kagani ko kendemangi machine ma provincial at say iye gada zade me got in enjunji sege ani ngejo anta kichga de gani endes one ke ni kwang he ke do tamangi he Kevin Tamago and Ganin again, not the man who can a piece of gang. Either skin hag chin the morning so and snap egg manake guy on in your stomach. Not check that me in the Tamoy environmental assessment in the Tamas the provincial process. In those gadek minute tanga do mangi terms of reference is a card ma jigin tam kama na kichga de ye me wa diswa me go juga do jiga de we kada jiga de go Mimana kegidik kidongeng nga si bagit naman kapagid nego si bagit naman ganin naging das nan kagyo winji ka degin inas terms of reference environmental assessment ganin nigaw winji ka deg bugatti inodeg azem kiyonas negate he jetzt bisschen jo yagandaman he bisschen gon uidaman he kipagidego mimamen ke kipagidego anji kitani gegon what is mino provincial terms of reference process flow chart kapato kapuno magkegon ha genyaga kasi makadaga spiming mi ninang kasi pagin nagwekegon si kidekegon yan at tamayin sa kadak notice of commencement ni kade mana ke mega nagisat gisi pagin kade notice draft terms of reference mino pagin kade mino ka pagin nago mana ke chikidangegon notice of submission mina ke spring and summer 2020 to des pagin kade whether she terms of reference review mo tago ke mabebong yads mino federal process mi gena Canada ga mai nag gena ga dagyat ni ban mai ni wa chmat chbin ni wa ban mai mi wani machine ma we no chizbin shots Panama gis toangin in terms of reference he provincial he means says say we know osabana no hen binama and kan singin do down in terms of reference in mau mining kinan chigimi go menen tailored impact guidelines is kada no process means nenon tinege minsameng eganen hege do tamang eganen ge gistang nenon nakkunege no gaba start yeah don't watch in Isaiah. Mine gadagat sinenan federal deliverables in Canada Canada ganin nanden megwang zo the bank minen nan kenjigen niga ga sika kinagen ninga sibiga degen nakanago ya kapita kegon kanya kamegak anin kamegak awaji shak pinechinjak michmanji kenda moji na ke abis chiga de ke skeginen nenge pakita maginen ngajima kenda de minot se zikka de mino initial project description. This detailed project description. As minangin ye almost do the mangi in federal governments kami going in tailored impact guidelines. We go get the web basic on how to get it. Got the basic one. Minot in Nanandi Kinjagan. baseline studies. In order way may God's akkas nagok. Kama suge kunga ushikadik. Mi sapaniga kenda mangi manike ayne we nandi kenjina me God mi na sapaniga ni ani na is megisik. Nisnavig kenda mine. We gosh bigadik. You indigenous knowledge. I'm saying again, Naji, and I go, you know, say as she said, what is Namanjini? Oh, right. We got those guys they go. Again, it's and Snavig, this bag is going all getting all Kenjaga now. To forget the make. Okay, basically, Ninian Abitaga, Ozibiga digging, always Ozibiga digging in Abita. We just say, Segue. Is my moon got down again? Gave me no back in the mods, gigging and snapping Kenjagino. Means, you don't say you get to it, but don't know, eh? Idas maybe basically can say can go in could the yogan oyasishik. Minutes soy abadaki. When you get the nose, he wants to go guys, conduct the hood, conduct the hood, as you look kids. As you know, she can do one in to win the man, the kind of way. Me not take her. In the second and in as you only get go again knocking. Yeah. In the spin-off physical environmental studies. Yeah, Kenjaga digging and Ibidebiga digging, and then you get the air. A king can get the big can, Name being, you get the Banake. Much Baba so get those gade. It's biological environmental studies. When in Mayaji Shigaga, Benechinzak, being got the job Benechinzak, Nikak. No can again, you know, shake and the yard English in again got me judge, the kagan in Mrs. Cognac in Yamanake. Social economic studies. In dig, when you get the Darwin and the Sarge Manake away in Snabig and Snowkagan, again in Dagokin. He just came one and just in a kinoj. You could say he. And is in social economic studies. In Korean studies and in Westkaj archaeological, because I think Westkaj I gave it together and this the working the go on again. Can she go in get to have to know in computer in Dabadan, human health, community, and well-being. You get those guys in here. Not so much, you know, as you get in terms of reference. meaning take a kini piti mega kini nga sigada kini nga sigada expect 2021 fall winter 2021 kini me kino ni take it na me gono he ana pima ese kisi pagi ne be kisi pagi dek ibide migada ni man ke mai na de na si o kapiti sama ko ni na dokan information na de man sina kaya pis na de kaya na de kenan de kano no inaga was because of panade in a northern growth project team iba kaya pis na me.
Hi, welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I'd just like to introduce our panel for who are our subject matter experts who will be answering your questions and addressing your comments. First up, we have Mr. Qasim Sadiq, who is the project co-lead for the Northern Road Link project. Next is Mr. Michael Fox, another project co-lead for the Northern Road Link project. And then finally, at the far end is Ange Brooks, who is the project manager for SNC Lavalin. Welcome, everyone. So, we hope we've received some questions. I'll check and see what we've gotten here. Any questions come in from the team? Okay. No questions, Tony? Maybe you, Qasim, want to talk a little bit about, what the intent of the open house. Maybe you and Michael can talk a bit about the intent of the open house and what we're trying to achieve from this.
Yeah, absolutely, Don. Thank you so much. Well, the intent of today really is to start this collaborative process of engaging, consulting, and discussing the project with neighboring Indigenous communities around the project, but also with the public, with general stakeholders. We're hoping to have a good discussion with everyone that comes in today to review the project, to see what it looks like, to discuss what our preliminary plan is, to get their input and feedback, and reflect that into our draft terms of reference document that we're planning on releasing later on this fall. So I don't know, Michael, if you want to add something to that, maybe?
I think the key thing you said was preliminary, and we're very open to comments, inputs, insights to the study area, and the study area can change, and it has changed, and we hope that you can check out our website, northernroadlink.com, or follow us on the social media for ongoing updates and information and maps and engagement opportunities going forward. This is just the beginning. I think that's very key to today and going forward, that there will be many opportunities to review this project with us, to discuss it, and any concerns or inquiries you have about it or information requests, we're here to respond. There's a large team, not just us here, but with SNC, Dylan, and team members behind Qasim and I, all ready to help out with this process for the Northern Road Link. We also think using the Wabatte radio as well, on at least minimum a monthly basis, if not a bi-weekly basis, to engage the remote communities. This project is located in a very unique area in Northern Ontario. It's surrounded by Indigenous communities and used by Indigenous communities, and we're using all means of communication to ensure that that there's an awareness campaign around it, also opportunities for questions and answers.
Thank you, Mike. We have 3 questions now from Richard. So the first question is who is owning the road?
So the first part of the response is that the project proponent or the owner of the environmental assessment process at this stage are the two communities of Martin Falls and Webequay. And that's the stage we're at this point, which is we're conducting an environmental assessment, and based on the information we get, at some point the communities, and of course the decision of the provincial and the federal regulators, the communities will decide what next steps need to be taken. And I think that is when the decision around the ownership of the actual road itself will come about. Right now, there's no decision around that.
Thank you, Qasim. And as a follow-up question, which is very closely related to the first question, the question is, how will the road be financed?
Yeah. Michael, you want to speak to that?
That's a very common question at this point in time. Part of the study we're doing is not just an environmental assessment, we're actually doing preliminary engineering. And as part of any major undertaking, you have to do preliminary engineering to understand the specifications for, particularly in the road, in order to figure out the costing. So the costing is, the preliminary costing is actually the first step in the financial modeling in the future. So that's where we are now, is in the beginning of that preliminary engineering, and that discussion around financing or financial modeling, it will be answered in the future as this process unfolds.
Thank you, Mike. And we do have one other question from Richard, and that question is probably for Ange, I think, and it's, are you doing more information sessions in the future? Ange?
Okay, so yes, short answer.
Thank you for coming.
But it's no more than just the information session. Like we're again, I mentioned the radio. We're doing radio shows on Wabatte, given the geographical location of this project. We're hoping to do at least once a month or twice a month for the Northern Road Link. We're doing this for other projects through the Wabatte broadcasting. We're also going to do some translated sessions around that in Cree and OG Cree. I know with COVID lifting, with restrictions lifting a bit, we couldn't do this before because we couldn't get into the studios. So with the possibility of the studios opening up through Wabatte Radio, we'll have some live broadcasting with interpretations around that. Live streaming events are being planned. We had one as we rolled this out about a month ago. The social media engagement we have is another channel for those on social media. You can follow us on Northern NRL link. Oh my God, I forgot it. That's the NR link. Yes, NR link. Thank you. Okay, we'll get back to you on that. Open houses for sure we'll do, but more importantly, we're open for either face-to-face meetings with Indigenous communities. We're open to different type of formats, whether that's with the Chief and Council or that's through focus groups or through community information sessions, but also virtually. We have a range of options for virtual engagement. It could be just as basic as sending you guys the presentation through a fax machine and then doing it over the phone like the old days, or do something a bit more sophisticated with those that have the bandwidth through Zoom or other platforms like that. So again, we have a team that's just ready to share and to engage and to discuss this project at great lengths and in great detail.
Thank you, Michael. And I just wanted to reiterate that the video that we played and narrated in English earlier will be available in OG Cree later this afternoon on our website. So look for that. It's really important that we involve as many community members as possible. So that video will be ready probably later this afternoon, I would say. So we will be doing the same session tomorrow at the same time, 12 noon. So look for us tomorrow. Think of your questions. If you haven't thought of any right now, you can think of some questions to ask us or comments, and you can text us or send them to us at the number 1-844-424-0500. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully you tune in tomorrow for another session and have some questions for us. Thank you.
Rich.